Hello boys and girls, it's Josh from Nursery here. I just thought it'd be really exciting to show you my chickens today. So first of all I'm going to show you the chickens, then I'm going to show you what they eat, and then I'm going to show you where they live. I know some of you have seen my chickens before. I used to have 5, but now I've only got 3. I've got Mabel, Pippin and Clarabella, which I'll show you as we go around. So I hope you can come along with me and see them. I'm currently in the shed where we keep all their food, so we'll quickly pop outside and I'll show you them. Come out of the shed, the chickens are just out here. They're digging around in the mud at the moment because they're looking for some food, but if I come out of the shed they'll go in there because they know that's where the food is. This grey chicken here is Clarabella. She's a bit more nervous than the other 2 chickens, but she'll let me come near her. And inside that's Mischief Mabel, who's climbing all over the egg boxes. And that's her name because she's always up to something good, like trying to come in the house or chasing the dog around the garden. And now that we've seen the chickens, I'll show you what different foods they eat. And there's lots of different types of food that chickens can eat. They can eat your leftover fruits or vegetables, as long as it's okay for chickens. And it really helps them to have a nice yellow yolk in their eggs. And it also, sometimes you can get a double yolk in an egg, which you've got 2 eggs in just 1. So I'll show you this food first. This food here is called Layers pellets. And this just has lots of protein and lots of different nutrients in that the chickens need to grow and to develop their eggs, because they need to take in lots of protein so the eggs can have a nice hard shell, because if they don't have lots of this type of food, their eggs will come out soft, and then obviously we can't eat them because the egg will just fall all over the floor. The next food I'm going to show you is just corn, dried corn pieces, like you'd have a sweet corn, but they just take it all off and they dry it so the chickens can eat it. The chickens like to eat lots of this, but you've got to be careful how much you can give them, because sometimes if you give them too much they won't break it down, which can mean that they'll get a really big throat. I've turned the camera around to show you this next piece of food. This is called the millet seed, which is the chicken's absolute favourite. So if I go outside holding this, all the chickens are probably outside the door because they know what I've got. And she'll jump up and try and catch it off my hands, because this is their favourite. And she's taking it, and then they'll run around the garden with it. This here is the big house where the chickens live. At the moment there's nothing inside because I've just started to clean it out. As you can see, it looks a bit wet in there, but that's just because I've sprayed it down with some antibacterial spray so the chickens don't get sick. Now I'm going to fill it up with some sawdust and some hay so that they can sit in there comfortably and warm. So it's a little bit later now. I filled up Mabel's and her friend's coop with lots of sawdust, which is really absorbent, so it helps to collect anything that they might produce. And then up here are the 2 nest boxes. And as you can see at the moment, there are 2 eggs in there. Each chicken can lay up to 1 egg a day, but because they're a bit older they don't lay as much anymore. So I'm going to take these back down to the house and maybe we can make them into some scrambled eggs. Alright, so boys and girls, for this next bit I've commandeered Mabel, who's quite happy for me to pick her up. She's a very friendly chicken, I've had her since she was a chick. I just want to show you some different things on a chicken. So this on the top here, this is called a cone. The bigger this is, it can sort of tell you if the chicken's the leader of the flock. So she's got quite a big one because she is the leader of the flock. She's the head hen, so say. These little bits on the bottom are called the waddles. I don't know what they do. Who knows? This is obviously her beak, which Mabel's happy to let me touch because she's a very friendly bird. And then just down here, this is where the chicken's food goes in, and it mixes with things like rocks and grit that she eats and mixes it all up, which then turns it into protein for her. I'm going to let her go now because she's getting a bit floppy and she'll probably flap her wings in my face. Bye! Thank you boys and girls for joining me and looking at the chickens. I hope to see you all really soon. Just to let you know I'm missing you all. I can really hope we can just get back to everything normal as soon as possible. Bye!